On our last live stream of 2023, we have a tradition where we host the year-end awards where we talk about some of our top superstars of the year, matches, pay-per-view, premier live events, and moments that involves mainly WWE, NXT, and AEW. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third annual year-end awards presented by the World Elite Podcast. Let's go. Well, hello again, everyone. We are the highest tier pod of your weekly unfiltered wrestling and entertainment. Welcome to the World Elite Podcast. We're free and available wherever you get your podcasts. We're on YouTube as well. We are the hostly trio. He's Jordan, he's Dylan, and me. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28 telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I'm 1/3 of the co-host of the World Elite Podcast. Name's Marcus. So you can follow me on Twitter, baby. Follow me on Twitter, baby. How was y'all's Christmas, by the way? I hope everyone had a wonderful Merry Christmas, by the way.
Yeah, Christmas was good, dude. It was successful. Spent it with a lot of family. Ate a lot of food, but problem is my birthday's this Sunday, and always either before my birthday or after my birthday, I always get sick. And I woke up this morning feeling like shit. Sinuses all fucked up. Nose is stuffy. Throat is scratchy and whatnot. I've been taking medicine all day. So it looks like this year it's before my birthday. So hopefully before my birthday gets here, kind of goes away. But now Christmas was good. As you can see, I got a new microphone here, courtesy of my wife and my mother-in-law for hooking me up with this one. They did a fantastic job. Got some clothes, tickets to a concert. Tickets to a concert in Biloxi. Also, so yeah, Christmas was good.
What you got, Jordan, since you all hyped up?
I got a new phone.
Yeah, I can't remember an iPhone that's still got the home button you push. Anybody in the comments, how old is an iPhone SE? I swear that phone was like 10 years old, but we'll have to find that out. What else you got? You got any video games?
Oh yeah, I got a video game. It's called Construction Simulator.
What the fuck? Is that for the Switch?
And no, for the Xbox One. And I got a Astro shirt, the Space City one at Tuve.
Hell yeah.
I got some Bud Light. Got a Subway gift card.
Hey, I love gift cards. It don't matter if it be fast food or a Visa gift card. I'll fucking take a gift card over anything.
I got some Hacienda what you call it? Gift cards, certificate, whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
I got those. A tablet.
Hell yeah! What kind? iPad or Samsung?
Yeah, something like that. Not an iPad. Yeah, what you just said. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Tell you what, the only God, those antiques. Funny story about that when I get to it. The only gift card I got for this Christmas, that was my Secret Santa at work. I got a $25 Visa gift card. What's up, Justin, from the End Time Wrestling Podcast? Tune in. What the hell is this? Hashtag bars? He said, I believe the SE is only like a few years old. Yeah, I think 2019 or 2020 was the last time they invented an iPhone with a home button. What is hashtag bars? Is he talking about he went to the bar or he's got low bars on his phone? I don't know. What's going on, Miss Terry, tuning in? Even your mom said in 2020, so I guess that's when they came out. Yeah. So I guess while
I
we wait
guess.
on, Dylan, I mean, what else y'all did for Christmas? I mean, did you watch Christmas Vacation with Jordan, with Dylan and his family, or you wasn't there for it?
No, I wasn't there. I was with my mom. We went to some other family's house to eat and all that, and then Monday we woke up, opened up gifts here. Then we went to some other family's house, and then I went to go meet Dylan and them.
He said that was to you rapping. So is that bars means you suck or good job? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm at the end of 2023, but my brain is still stuck in the 90s and the 2000s. So that shit ain't slay like people say today, or it ain't busting. But I don't know. I didn't really get to enjoy a lot of sports yesterday because first time as a dad in training, had to be the freaking driver. We did a total of 3 Christmases over the weekend. Me and my girlfriend and my kid. We did our big Griswold Christmas Saturday with my family, my grandparents and them. Christmas Day we did 2 Christmases. We went to her family's. Actually not far from y'all. We were in Tucson, by the way. We went to her sister's house. Then in the middle of the day, we hauled ass to Moss Bluff. We went to my sister's house to have Christmas with my parents, which that's Christmas in PJ. So I got bashed on the internet for being the couple that dresses in matching PJs. So said people are like, I'm sick and tired of seeing engagements and matching PJs at Christmas time. So I got bashed for the matching PJ part. We had Grinch PJs, by the way. There you are.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Telling him about how I didn't get to watch mini sports because I had to be the driver as a DIT and did 3 Christmases over the weekend, and we had to go to 2 Christmases yesterday. So I think I probably watched a game and a half of football and a game and a half of the NBA. That's all I mainly watched. Like I watched some of the Chiefs and the Raiders. I watched the entire Eagles Giants game. I watched some of the Knicks and the Bucks, and I watched the entire Celtics Lakers game on my phone. All right, Christmas wise, the only gift card I got was from Secret Santa at work. I got a $25 Visa gift card. Already, why does he leave me every time I say my gifts? That's strike 2. Jeez Louise. Ashley's tuning in. How you doing? I think your mom said, hey. My laptop died. Give me a minute. Everyone, let's send our condolences to Dylan's laptop. I wish I had a bell toll. We could do a 10 bell toll for his laptop.
I didn't know what happened.
I'm gonna text my manager, see if I can take off for a funeral. Who died? A fucking laptop. We need to sorrow this grief. Death is not funny, people. Unless you're an electronic device.
Oh boy. All right.
I told you this was gonna be a fun fucking show. Well, we got our usual year in awards. A little back history on that. I thought we did this shit in 2020. We never did. The only award show we ever covered was one of the NXT year-end awards. And I think that kind of gave Dylan the idea.
Yeah.
He plugs his laptop back.
Yeah, he just told me to.
If he can give it a jump, we'll get this ball rolling. I swear, maybe I shouldn't tell my Christmas gifts. As soon as I go into detail, he disappears. It's like a magic trick.
Yeah, you was telling us about your gift card. He just
the curse of the gift card. And I'm doing this shit sober, by the way. Because fuck, I didn't get hurt at work. I just got minor back pain, like on this part of my back. I took 500 milligrams ibuprofen and it didn't fucking help. So I'm about to take like 3 or 4 Tylenol extra strength before I go to bed tonight. So while we wait on him, I'm watching a football game. Watching Texas State and Rice in a bowl that don't fucking matter, the First Responder Bowl. Texas State up 38-21. if Rice blows this, I lost every fucking bowl game on Saturday except one. Like, ain't that a bitch? Okay, I came to the point. If I talk about a fucking gift card, you disappear. So it's the curse of the gift card. Curse of the gift card.
Yeah. No, this stream is not going well. You know. Already.
No, I'm making it better.
It's bad.
Jordan and I are making it better. But okay, fuck the gift card talk. All right. I got a gift card who gives a fuck. No, everyone hates gift cards. Obviously. This live stream hates gift cards. Let's see, Christmas wise. What else did I fucking get? Okay, so from my grandparents, I got money and 2 Columbia shirts with a pajama set. My parents got me and my girlfriend a roaster, which is pretty fucking cool. I like that. My 2-year-old godchild got me this Astros hat that I'm wearing on the stream. My girlfriend got me 2 Columbia shirts. I got 4 Columbia shirts for Christmas. Pretty killer. What else did I get? Oh, my nanny got a lot of the older adults got us a couple gifts for Christmas. Like, my parents got us a roaster. My nanny got us these like little magnet frame deals. Like, it's got little pictures of us in there, and it's like a magnet that sticks to a glass. What's up, Tim King? We did have a great Merry Christmas. Her parents got us, it's not really, I'm not going to say a pizza maker, but it's a fucking electric skillet you could cook a pizza on. They got us that. How you doing, Kayla? We did have a great Christmas. So yeah, every adult got me and my girlfriend a couple gifts that we share, and they're pretty fucking cool. Like, we got a roaster, a pizza skillet maker, and we got these little magnet deals that's got our pictures on it. And then I always do. Her parents bought it, asshole. That's what they do. They got 3 kids between the age of 2 months to 3 years old. They get their godparents gifts, and all the Parans got team hats. Mine got me an Astro hat. One of the boys got his Paran LSU hat, and the other Paran got him the other one a Saints hat. And then every Christmas, I usually buy myself a gift because I deserve one. I bought 3 gifts this year for myself. So a week before Christmas, I downloaded Super Mario Brothers Wonder on the Switch. Probably the best Mario game ever. Mark's about to start selling homemade pizzas at his house now. Yeah. I got that Bluetooth speaker I bought at Walmart. That bitch fucking hits right there. One that's lit up in the corner. What's going on, Dango? I wish they would show us the bull rope match at a live show tonight. Oh, they had a bull rope match? And then lastly, I upgraded. I now got I got an iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Fancy.
With titanium. I wanted navy, and all they had left was in the fucking Pro Max. See, I don't have a home button. You just slide your finger up on the screen. This bad motherfucker right here, that black bar is the fucking holy grail of this phone. That unlocks everything. Let me just put this on mute so I don't get in trouble. You got music playing, that bitch is lit right there. You can see it lit right there. Team iPhone 8 Plus. No need for the home button. Come on, it's 2020. We all need to be upgraded with life and technology.
Well.
Other than that, Christmas was great. I hope everybody enjoyed the Christmas movie debate we did over the weekend. I'm no home button. I have the 13 Pro Max. I had the 12 before this, but it was time for me to upgrade. This was 8 months before they announced, the iPhone 15 is coming out during the holidays. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait till the holidays, till it comes out. Sure enough, when it came out, I was going until it got even worse. It got worse where I couldn't even charge under here anymore because that went out. I had to go buy a charge pad.
Trust me, I know.
The only
I
cool,
remember the LSU game.
yeah. You know, let me tell you, my phone died in the middle of every LSU game I went to except one or two.
Dude, your phone died at halftime. If my phone died at halftime, I would lose my mind. And honestly, that just shows how bad this generation is because of phones. It's so bad.
I'll tell you, speaking of battery life, here's cool. I'm going to tell you the difference between a 15 Pro and a fucking 12. So yesterday, I'm going to say around 12 o'clock, around Christmas time yesterday, when I woke up, my phone was at 100%. If I'd have had my old 12 at my girlfriend's sister's house and I looked at it and looked at the battery life at 12, I'd probably be at 17%. Today at 12 o'clock, my phone was at 80% at 12 o'clock. When I got off at work today, I was at 58%. The battery life is awesome on this bitch.
Dude, I've been having a 12 Pro Max since my birthday a couple of years ago, and the battery is getting really bad on it. Like, it's to the point where I have to have one of those little charging cases. Like, the moment like your battery's going dead, you just hold it down and it starts. But even the charging case is going out, so it'll go from like whatever to probably like, I don't know, like 30-some%, and it'll die. Like the little charging case will die. It was like fucking $20 on Amazon or whatever, but it's acting like what I paid for it. It didn't last long at all.
And okay, the whole titanium shit, yeah, it's built. The sides are made out of titanium from fucking Mars or something that they said in the press conference. It's supposed to be like drop resistant. That's why it's made with titanium. Like, it's not supposed to damage your phone on the sides. Plus the fact that it feels so weird when you touch the side of your phone when you feel the titanium. Plus, it's heavy as fucking shit when it's in your pocket. Like, the first time I put it in my pocket, technically this was me. I damn near fell. That bitch was heavy.
Oh my god! Wow.
You said I can go from 100. You said I can go from 100% to 65, and that's basically what my phone was when I turned the GPS on. I'll go 7 miles and I'm already at 65%.
Isn't it sad that we're spending 20 minutes at a show talking about iPhone batteries instead of
planning a funeral for your laptop?
Dude, like whenever I set my stuff up for shows, I always make sure my laptop is plugged in. All of a sudden, I looked. It had the little like thing. It was about to die. I'm like, oh my god! I had to hurry and reach it. The moment I grabbed the charger, boom, dark. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, I am pissed.
There's no need to have all those cameras on your phone. So this is the first iPhone I've ever owned that got 3 fucking cameras. My last one only had 2, and I barely used them because I'd fucking take my pictures on Snapchat. But I've been using the camera
I only have
app lately.
Yeah.
Camera. I've realized some great shit.
Well, I got 3 cameras, but I only use one. I never like zoom in enough. I never do like that outer thing. I only use the one camera for like normal stuff.
Well, I like those type of cameras. Well, I've learned some shit with them. Comes to them 2 or 3 cameras. You can edit shit. You can fade shit in the background. Like I could just be from a fucking home cooked pizza maker to goddamn professional photographer with these fucking cameras on these iPhones.
The man of many jobs.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you the fucked up part about talking about the titanium. I fucked my knee up just now.
You want to do stupid stuff? You get stupid results.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1 camera.
I didn't get unlimited texting and data. Dude, they've had those on iPhones for 10 or more years. I got my first iPhone, very first iPhone, I had unlimited texting, and my very first was the 4. I didn't get my first iPhone until I switched to AT&T in 2011.
This is my first iPhone.
Yeah, my first iPhone was the iPhone 4, I think. I could be wrong.
This is my first one.
This one, I ain't been with a lot. Like, I started with a 4. I think I had a 6. No, I had a 4. I had a 5S, a 7, an 8, an XS Max. That's the biggest phone I ever had. A 12, and now a 15 Pro. But I've been with the Apple community since 2011, so it's like every 2 years you upgrade. So
Yeah.
I'll probably get the 17 or something, or the fucking 18 when it comes out 2 years. The lady told me I'd plan I was discontinued like 7. You should go with Straight Talk, like Jim Gaffigan says. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Yeah, he refuses to get a new phone. He needs a new phone so bad. Like his battery is awful, and so my wife and I keep telling him, go get a new phone, and he doesn't.
Sounds like my mama. She won't even. I'm like, you need to get a fucking iPhone. You need to get rid of that flip phone shit. Now she got a Samsung. She got some type of Samsung Fold. I'm like, you need to get an iPhone. She had that phone probably since the freaking Stone Age, and she probably already got viruses on it for all the time she don't get off Amazon. What's up, Streets Thon? God damn. You should have free insurance.
He refuses to get it.
And his charging case, the little piece broke in his phone, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So we had to get some pliers.
Oh my God, we've been 22 minutes talking about cell phones.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what is this?
I mean, it's the last episode of the year. You can't hold anything back now. We got to make it entertaining. I mean, because we're going back to the basics next year. We're going back to Thursday night live streams when we get into 2024. So when you see us in the new year, our first episode of 2024 is going to be January 4th. Same time, same place.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah, so I kind of gave a backstory while your laptop magically passed away. I said, I think we started the year-end awards in 2021 because I thought we hosted it in 2020. No, we just did our own version of the NXT year-end awards or some shit. Like, well, it was 3 years ago today. Brody passed away, and then I remember we changed a bunch of shit. We canceled, like, we were supposed to do a 2-episode holiday spectacular with our buddy from West Virginia. What's his name? The one. That's
yeah. Well, you called him Bill, but his name's Michael.
Bill. He looks like a Bill. Yeah, we ended up canceling this. We ended up canceling the second part of the episode, and we just did a tribute to John Huber instead. Me, you, and him. Jordan wasn't an official co-host yet. He said, "I'll save y'all time. Roman Reigns is rest of the year." Lord, here lies Dylan's laptop. Should we play taps?
No, that's all right.
So, yeah, we started it in 2021. Was that the same year we started the mid-year awards too, or did we start that in 2022?
No, well, okay, yeah, I think you're correct. I think we started the end of year awards 2021. I think we got the idea for the mid-year awards last year. So, yeah, we continued it this year, and we always made it a thing to make our last live stream of the year the end of year awards, because it's always my birthday idea since my birthday's Sunday. So
Dango's acknowledging you for your brand new microphone.
Yeah, he has one too. He has the more expensive one. I guess we couldn't go all fancy and get the really good one. This is really good too. My wife and my mother-in-law came into clutch with this one. They even got me that real expensive like boom arm for it and whatnot. So they came into clutch like really bad. It was good.
This is the same mic that I've had since day one. Hashtag Ryan needs a new phone. No, this is the same mic I've used since my very first episode, a Samsung G-Track Pro that I got from Best Buy. Back in the day, I had it on its leg, and then I bought a boom arm 2 years ago during Black Friday. It just looks different. And then, remember when I first got it, I didn't have this in yet, because back in the day, if you ordered something, back in the day, like the pandemic was like fucking a generation ago. If you ordered something during the pandemic online, it took like fucking 7 years to come in the mail. And it was probably by episode 34, I got my fucking filter in for my mic. So it took like forever.
Yeah. It's very expensive. Yeah, because I was the one who sent my wife the link to it, and they have the microphone and the arm like combo together. And when I saw the price, I told it to her like as a joke. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this. But then I'll open it up and it's the arm with the microphone. I'm like, they ain't no, like, really?
Oh
Like,
my
I really got
God.
this. I would like, honestly, I didn't want them to spend that much money on me, but hey, I mean,
My mic,
they did it. So
my boom arm alone was just 70. I
mhm.
had to get I had to get the actual matching one. I just couldn't get a regular boom arm. The mic itself, I think, was 159.99 or 169,
Mhm.
but I got it for like 109.99 during like a pre-Black Friday sale. The filter was only $15, but when you add shipping and all that and how long it took to get to the pandemic, you got to add an additional $25 and all that bullshit. But
Yeah.
welcome to the boom arm club. Now we all three got boom arms.
Well, I've been having a boom arm. Every mic I've had since we started, except for the first ever one, I've always had a boom arm. You just couldn't see it, but I've always had a boom arm for all my mics. This is okay. Let me think. I had one microphone when we started. This is probably my fourth microphone I have since we start podcasting.
My God. Did the other ones
Yeah,
just
because
suck?
well, well, the first one I got was a cheap ass like $30 microphone off of Amazon. That's whenever we first started podcasting. When I started doing Downtown Saints with Devin, that's the microphone I got, and that's when I started doing World Elite with you. And then I got another one, but then the sound started going out, and something happened with the microphone. Then I transitioned to the one I had like forever prior, leading up to tonight, and then this one.
This is the same mic I've had since day one. I'm just gonna keep using it until it don't want to work no more. This will probably last longer than Ryan's iPhone.
Yeah, we're gonna be on like our 8th year of podcasting. I'll be on my 17th microphone, and you'll still be on that one.
All right, we're almost at the 30-minute mark. Let's go ahead and get to your third annual 2023 end of year or year end awards, whatever you want to call it, presented by us, the World Elite Podcast. So nothing's gonna change. I mean, we got some nominees. You know, we got awards for, let's see, we got like male and female superstar of the year, best return, best debut, best pay-per-view, premier live event, best champion, best moment, best match, best tag team, most likely to break out 2024. So I'm gonna do it a little different too. So mostly our awards are gonna relate to WWE, NXT, and AEW. Ring of Honor sucks. So we're gonna take Ring of Honor out this year, and we haven't watched a lot of Impact to put it in this year. But I guarantee you, next year I'm gonna include TNA because they're going back to the old basics. They're going back to TNA across the line. I'm gonna try and tune in every week. But if they're still on Thursday nights, I'll just be watching while we're live streaming on Thursdays because I want to try and get back into watching TNA. And if I watch enough of it, or if I can watch it every week, I will include it in next year's year-end awards with WWE, NXT, and AEW. So,
Right.
and how I'm gonna do it is whoever I end up picking. Let's say I pick a WWE guy that won this award, or if we all three pick a WWE guy, I'll throw in if I think for NXT this person was for this award, or for AEW this person was for this award. You'll get the catch. So we'll go ahead and start it off. We'll kick it off with our. Well, no, you're hosting it. My man, where are my manners, ladies and gentlemen? The man who can't even keep a mic in touch and always loves murdering laptops, Mr. Dylan. Take it away.
All right. Yes, my laptop is plugged in. Seems like we'll be good to go. So we're gonna start things first, and we're gonna start strong. We're gonna start with our female superstar of the year. Seems like this should be pretty one-sided. It was one-sided as hell on our Twitter page when I put a poll the other day. It was a landslide victory for the winner of it. We'll start with Jordan. I'll go, and then as always, Marcus will go third. Jordan, who is your female superstar of the year?
I got Rhea Ripley. She's been killing it lately.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. I went with Rhea Ripley as well. She has absolutely dominated 2023. She has been, from start to finish, she has, and this is since joining Judgment Day. I feel like her character has opened up so much since she aligned herself with Dominic Mysterio. That's even has opened her up more. And yeah, like I feel like every time she's getting better and better. And I honestly don't think there's a woman out there that this year is better than Rhea Ripley. So yes, I'm going with Rhea Ripley as my female superstar of the year.
Also, feel free to comment your thoughts on who you think should get
Yeah.
it, who you think has gotten it, or who got it on your shows or whatnot. I'm also saying Rhea Ripley. Now, a lot of people are bashing her, saying, "Oh, she was a shitty champion. She's had a bunch of squash matches, blah blah blah. She don't really defend the title that much anymore." Hear me out. I'll give you two prime reasons why I think she's female of the year. Number one, she won the Royal Rumble at number one, and she was the only woman to do that. So she joins an elite list of male talent. Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, and Edge all won it at number one, and she's the only female to do it. Number two, she had a banger 5-star match at WrestleMania with Charlotte Flair to win at the time the SmackDown Women's Championship before they revived it into the Women's World Championship. So those were just two easy reasons to get her Female Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
Now, for NXT, I think Female Superstar of the Year for NXT would have been Tiffany Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who you guys would thought. They had a bunch of other good talent. They had her, Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez that had a great year. You know, they had a lot of great female talent this year, but I would have said Tiffany Stratton for NXT.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
For AEW, I'm going to probably have to go with Toni Storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, your brother just said Rhea and honorable mention Io Sky. Yeah, I could go with that. And see that some other people said Io Sky too, so I was like, I didn't want to include her out. But all right, well, that'll wrap up the Female Superstar of the Year category.
All right, so we get now to the best return of 2023. Now, I sent y'all a text earlier today. I said if there's a certain person that you're including your awards, and I know that the name is obvious of who we're talking about, I wanted to put him in the return category because I wouldn't necessarily consider it a debut, because debut is on our awards list as well, but I wouldn't necessarily consider him a debut. So I think we may have it all across the board as who the best return is. Jordan, who you got?
CM Punk.
Yep. I also have CM Punk. Yeah, it's obvious, man. It's an obvious return that broke the internet. I mean, it legit broke the internet. Like wrestling Twitter broke that night, and a certain person on here also abandoned his live stream that he was doing because of it, and also cool thing is it turned him into a fan, which is awesome, which I never
partial fan. I'm not kissing his ass.
Forgive me.
I'm giving him a chance. But if you fuck up again, it's over. I'm not gonna turn into Tony Khan the way he tried to pronounce Giannis Antetokounmpo on that episode of Dynamite. No, that's not gonna be me. I'll be like that.
Please don't yell.
I'll probably be like that for Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns or hell even Cody Rhodes, but not CM Punk. Now, if I had to choose,
forgive me.
I'd rather CM Punk over Dominic Mysterio. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
The Back It Up Binge podcast. How you doing? Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Your buddy Derek said Ryan Aber, Roman Reigns sucks. Gilbert, Jesus Christ, we're about to have a damn comment war here. Okay, so spoiler alert. I have something else for best return, but another spoiler. That what y'all said got another award for me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. People are going to say, that doesn't count. I don't give a shit. To me, the best return of the year was the return of the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, yeah.
The big gold belt is back with a new look. Yes.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So that's my big best return was the return of the World Heavyweight Championship. Now that we got two world titles on two different brands. Well, one's a world title, the other's a universal title. The universe is bigger than the world, so Roman is bigger than the world. He's as big as the universe. That's why he's the universal champion. So there you go.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Had y'all
So now,
had y'all chicken for that one. I knew no one was gonna ever have that. That's why I was like, that's my big return right there.
that
No,
makes
wait.
sense. Yeah. So,
Okay.
oh
Now,
my god.
well, I gotta tell you, okay, now best return in
Oh, yeah. Okay, still doing that.
oh,
Yeah.
now we'll say this. When it comes to CM Punk, I will no, take that back. Not CM Punk. Yeah, okay, I will say he might have been the best return in AEW. I don't know. There was not really a lot of big returns in AEW that I can think of.
Mhm.
I'll probably say his because it kind of gave Collision like the Bradens it did on its debut episode, and then it just crumbled down. Best return in NXT. That I'm gonna probably say that episode where they competed with Dynamite on Tuesday night. They got like some NXT alum to come back for one night only, like Asuka, and I think Becky was on that show.
Mhm.
Undertaker appeared for the first time. LA Knight came back to NXT that night. I think John Cena was there. Yeah, so like, and John Cena appeared on NXT before. So I'll say that episode of NXT where they competed with Dynamite and we saw all those big names come for one night. I'll say that was the best return for NXT. What do you guys have for best return in NXT or AEW?
AEW was, I mean, was there really many returns like this year? Like other than Punk?
Or Brian or Kenny?
Yeah. NXT was probably the night that we went live during NXT when they had all those people like the Undertaker, like Cena, like Cody Rhodes, because that was some of their first times on NXT.
Undertaker, I think, was the only one that went on NXT for the first time. Cena's been on it just to cut a promo and get ratings, but he never like wrestled in NXT or nothing like that. He just showed up to get viewers and get ratings. But that was like back before it, like the network was a thing when you can only watch it on WWE.com. He like showed up one time, I think in 2012 or something. He just showed up just to say hi. That was the first time since he went then. All right, let's move on.
All right, so we did return. So now we'll do our best debut of 2023. Now, like I said, I wanted to clear up confusion. I think that's cleared up pretty well. So, Jordan, who was your best debut of 2023?
My best debut is Adam Copeland.
I'm starting to feel like me and you did our list together because I also have Adam Copeland at Wrestle Dream. I went back and looked at some of the debuts this year, and this was not a solid year for debuts. I went back and I looked. They had some NXT talents that debuted on the main roster. I know you do consider that a actual debut if you're going from NXT to main roster. I looked at like Zoe Stark, at the Creed Brothers, Dragon Lee. But if you look at AEW, not many debuts, and in NXT, like really nothing either.
Oh, I got one for NXT.
NXT is poised for a good year, and the only debut I can think of that really did well was Lexis King. So I'm not sure if you think somebody else.
Well, we must all three worked on it together. That was also mine too. Adam Copeland going to AEW. I was like probably there was one of those ones, kind of like with CM Punk going back to WWE. Like you hear the rumors, but you want to know if it's true. You don't want to see it to believe it. And we did a live stream for Wrestle Dream, and we had a reaction video with all of us. I think were we still the Fanatics Network when that happened, or this was Floor Cyber Sports when we did this live stream for Wrestle Dream?
It was actually our first ever live stream as a part of the Fanatics Network.
Okay, so we were still doing that. So I had that as like debut of the year. Now for NXT, I The one I have, I mean, it could be for NXT or WWE, but I put Jade Cargill for both WWE and NXT because you don't know where she's going to end up.
Yeah.
But we don't know where she ended up. That's why she didn't get the award. I gave it to Adam Copeland instead.
Okay. But yeah, they did announce that she was going to be on Raw. So that's where she's going.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give best NXT debut, I guess, to Lexis King.
Okay. Cool. All right. So now we're moving to something that we may finally have all different answers. Or honestly, me and Jordan might have the same fucking answer again. But let's go to best pay-per-view, or if you're talking WWE terms, a Premier Live event. Jordan, what you got?
I got Survivor Series War Games. The women's
Thank
match
God.
killed it, and the men's War Games killed it, and then CM Punk returned.
Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna stick to what I think was on my mid-year one. I'll have to go back and watch our stream from it, but I got WrestleMania 39. More night one than night two. Night two was a little bit, but night one was great. It was really good. Ended the night with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens finally ending the title run of the Usos. It was a fantastic night in general, but the entire show was good. I mean, there was some that you can complain about. I know that a lot of people had their opinions on the last match of the night, which was Cody Rhodes losing to Roman Reigns, and I know that a lot of people had their opinions. I had my opinions as well. But aside from that, I mean, look at the card. I mean, some of the highlighted matches from it. You had, Logan Paul and Seth Rollins. You had John Cena and Austin Theory. The tag team match for the titles with the Usos, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Roman Cody, and that's among other matches. The triple threat for the Intercontinental title, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Gunther. This was a solid ass pay-per-view. Now, I mean, this was a good year for pay-per-views or Premier Live events. You mentioned War Games. I mentioned WrestleMania. Look at Backlash they did in Puerto Rico. Look at Wrestle Kingdom they did at the Tokyo Dome for New Japan. This was a solid year for pay-per-views. So it's a tough decision, but I think you have to go with the show of shows and go with WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania is always going to be that top dog in pay-per-views for me. So WrestleMania has to be like fucking really bad in order to not be on somebody's list for the best pay-per-view.
I'm gonna stick with what I said at the mid-year awards, and my pay-per-view of the Premier Live event of the year was Money in the Bank.
That was good
The
too.
crowd in London just made it fucking magical. It was actually New Year's Day this year when they made the announcement on Twitter that Money in the Bank is going to the O2 in London. And I'm like, this is good. This is your fucking show of the year right here. I said, I don't care who's on the card. They're finally getting a pay-per-view, first time since 92. And it was everything it was. Like the crowd. I mean, yeah, the crowd in Puerto Rico for Backlash was magical too, but I thought the crowd in London, that was definitely, if we had an award for crowd of the year, you give it to London for Money in the Bank. It'd have been a tight race with them or the Puerto Rico fans for Backlash. But now NXT was kind of a struggle. What was their best show? I was stuck between either Stand and Deliver or Deadline for the best show for NXT.
Probably Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. Now for AEW, that's easy. I'm gonna go with Forbidden Door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the best one.
That was definitely their best show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it was a tight race. I mean, there were actually a lot of really good Premier Live events with WWE, like WrestleMania, like Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Backlash, Money in the Bank. Some people will say SummerSlam. Even Crown Jewel was good. And then a lot of people are going to say Survivor Series War Games also. But I'm going to have to give it to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Money in the Bank was good. I mean, the ending by itself. Uh, for one, I know people were pissed when LA Knight didn't win the Money in the Bank, but they quickly changed their mind about the show whenever Roman Reigns took his first pin in years from the Usos. So yeah, it was a very good pay per view. So I got no complaints. Yeah, it sucked that LA Knight didn't win the Money in the Bank. I'm hoping they do something with Damian Priest soon, holding that briefcase. I mean, because in this time in wrestling, we're not used to seeing someone hold a briefcase as long because they normally cash it in the same night. They cash it in weeks later. He's been holding it for quite some time. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see Damian cash it in at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, it was a solid year for pay-per-views or premier live events, but it was also a very solid year for our next category, and that is best match of 2023. So many solid matches this year. But for your actual award, I know Marcus does one for every promotion, but for your actual one, you can only pick one. So, Jordan, who is your winner for match of the year of 2023?
I got Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre from WrestleMania 39.
Solid. That's solid. And as much as I would like to go with that one, because man, that one really brought the crowd to life inside of SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
For our mid-year awards, and even at the beginning of the year, I'm going all the way back to January 4th, 2023, in the morning.
Ooh, you're doing New Japan right now.
I had the flu. I missed the entire week of work.
So you'll have the flu after you turn 30.
I hope not. But I woke up at 2 a.m. to watch this pay-per-view. I tweeted, and it's still on my account. You can go back and look at it if you feel like scrolling that much. But I tweeted that it is January 4th, 2023, and Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega is match of the year, and it's not even close. And I am sticking to my guns, and I am going with that match from Wrestle Kingdom 17. I thought that was one of the greatest wrestling matches I've ever witnessed, and they even went at it again at Forbidden Door, and we even had a debate as to which one was better. And it's a hard debate, but I'm gonna go with my original pick and go Wrestle Kingdom 17. That match was fantastic. I've gone back and watched it. I remember I showed it to Jordan because Jordan wasn't at my house whenever me and Ryan watched it to begin with.
Yeah.
But my God, what a fucking match that was. If you haven't seen this match, I certainly recommend people that you go out and watch it. Go to New Japan World, and it's very cheap to get their pay-per-views on there. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. I looked at the card; it's actually really good. They got Okada and Danielson going at it, which is going to be a very good match for Wrestle Kingdom 18. And I could be early candidate for match of the year between them two, but man, this one just tore it down. So yeah. For one, I know it was early in the year, but I got to stick to my guns and go with that one.
So my match of the year, I got the Bloodline Civil War for Money in the Bank.
Wow, we went all different. Wow, nice.
Mm-hmm. We sure did. But okay, so the match you mentioned with Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, I'm gonna probably give them that match of the year for AEW because they did have a rematch at Forbidden Door. It was a hard fucking one to choose between that and Bryan Danielson and Okada at Forbidden Door. Yeah. Those were two hell of a banger 5-star matches. But for NXT, I'm going to say the match of the year had to have been Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov from the Great American Bash.
Yep.
The first meeting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So we get to the best moments of 2023. I know that, I mean, people are going to say probably one in particular, but I know that ain't mine. Jordan, what you got?
When Sami Zayn hits Roman Reigns with a with a chair at the Royal Rumble.
Ooh, and I was there for
No.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. You were
crazy.
there. Yeah.
Crazy enough, that's mine. Like that.
I'm
And that's
telling
my
you,
award also.
I'm telling you, you gotta believe how loud it got in the Alamo Dome when he did that.
Yeah.
I would have said the same thing until about a month ago. I think Punk coming back to WWE was a moment of the year.
Yeah. For one, I know you can say CM Punk, and I mean that is a very worthy answer because I was going back and forth between CM Punk and a turn from Sami Zayn to Roman Reigns because I believe that when Sami Zayn turned on Roman, that was the beginning of the downfall to the bloodline. I know the bloodline's still here today, but it's not what it used to be. It's not the full set of the Usos always helping out, and Solo's there, then Roman, and even the honorary Us and Sami Zayn. This was the downfall. So I don't even believe the bloodline is as strong as what they used to be right now. So Sami Zayn doing it was the killer of the best storyline of the decade.
Mm-hmm. Now, I haven't really thought of what was a fucking great moment for the other two. I'm trying to think. Ryan said Bad Bunny's intro. Yeah, that was another great one. What was a awesome moment for NXT? That's a good one right there to think of.
Maybe whenever, well, I'm going to say probably maybe whenever Becky Lynch became a Grand Slam champion. She never conquered the NXT champion until she finally did it by beating Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I'll probably say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now AEW, huh? What could be the
Jesus
moment of the year in AEW?
Oof. I don't know.
That's another one I didn't really think of. I'm like, what was like the biggest moment in AEW? It wasn't Adam Copeland making his debut. Probably the biggest moment was CM Punk getting fired or quitting.
Now you got fired.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
wanting to quit, but got fired. Your brother said CM Punk choking Jack Perry. Which, by the way, folks, we are not going to do a prediction show for World. We're not going to predict Worlds End because I haven't been keep watching AEW. I'm not even going to watch the show. I rather watch football. So when 7 o'clock comes, I'm going to be drunk off my ass watching the Cowboys lose another game while listening to classic country Saturday night. Because I'm like Dylan. All I fucking care about is I want to know who's the devil. That's the only reason I'm gonna get on Twitter for that.
Yeah.
If they reveal it this Saturday,
They should. Please, for the love of God, reveal this goddamn devil. This has gone far too long.
if they would have done it already, maybe that could have been the moment of the year in AEW. Find if Adam Cole was the devil all along, or if it's somebody else. I don't know.
At this point, it's been going on far too long. I mean, even if it's Adam Cole, I feel like I sort of feel like the moment's gone. Something tell me that you should have did it at the past pay-per-view at Full Gear. You should have did it there. When they were celebrating, he should have pulled a Tommaso Ciampa and hit him with the crutch and revealed he was the devil the whole time.
I swear to God, there's some wrestling mark out there saying the return of Paul White was the moment of the year.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm so pissed right now. I don't know why that's why everyone fucking hates Rice in Houston. I picked them to win. They're getting their ass blown out by Texas State right now. I should have picked Texas State. I lost another ball game.
I think Ryan bet Texas State.
All right, moving on.
All right, so we move on to our next category, which is the best champion of 2023. Jordan, who are you going with?
I'm going with Gunther.
Stop taking my fucking answers, dude. I got Gunther also.
Fuck both of y'all. I had Gunther too.
Well, fuck. God damn it.
Yeah. God damn it.
It was a struggle. I mean, there were other good champions. I mean, for AEW, I was gonna say Orange Cassidy as the international champion because he always defended that title. And for NXT, I was gonna say Carmelo Hayes as the NXT champion.
Yeah, AEW went to hot potato with most of their titles except for the international one. So yeah, Orange Cassidy would be a solid answer for that one. And yeah, NXT, I think it's easily Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. I mean, we'll discuss championship titles after we do the year-end awards. I will give you the list of every champion that we've had this year, and you tell me who was the best champion for this prestigious title. Well, I'll explain more rules about it when we get to it. I know we got a couple more awards left to give out before we move forward.
Yeah, we got 3 awards left, and then we'll move on to that before we wrap up. And we get to our next one, which is the best tag team of 2023.
Ooh, this one was kind of difficult. Like
It
was difficult, but maybe people understand my answer when I get to me.
Yeah, who you got, Jordan?
I got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Thank God we don't have the same answer. I got FTR. FTR has still, like, honestly, I think I picked them last year as my tag team of the year. Like, this was not the year of the tag team at all. This was not it, because I was struggling to pick a good tag team. I was going back and forth with Jordan's answer with Sammy and Kevin. I was thinking possibly maybe even Judgment Day with Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I was even considering the Usos, because up until Money in the Bank, that was their last match, I think, together before everything went sideways with them. So, I mean, you could even consider the Usos, even though they didn't wrestle the entire year as a tag team. But FTR is FTR. They're still one of the best out there. And until they call it quits, I mean, I don't think that you can really look at them and not say they are tag team of the year. So it was a tough one, but yeah, FTR is mine.
I got FTR also.
Yeah, it was obvious. I mean, they're just one of the best out there. And like I said, this was not the year of the tag team at all.
Now, for WWE, I would have said Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It was
same here, yeah.
But for NXT, I would have said the family, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
I probably would have went either them or Chase University.
Maybe for Faction of the Year, if we did that award.
Well, Chase U was just Andre Chase and Duke Hudson.
And Thea Hale. And then
no, I'm talking about just actual tag teams, like when they just tag together.
I'm talking about if they got Faction of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could throw Jesse Jane in. But I think if we did an award for Best Faction, it was going to go to the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Or some people would have still picked the Bloodline, even though it kind of crumbled down.
Yeah.
I swear, I guarantee you there'd have probably been some fucking mark who'd have picked a faction in fucking AEW that don't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
2 awards left. We started off with our female superstar of the year, and now our second to last award will be the male superstar of the year. A lot of people to go around with this one. I don't think it was as much of a landslide as female was, but Jordan, let's see if you'll be the one to have the same answer as me, like just for everything else.
All right, I got Gunther.
Thank God you don't, because I got Cody Rhodes. We got a full year of Cody Rhodes this year. He wasn't out with a torn pec, and he delivered night after night after night that he was on TV, and their reaction only got bigger for him. I think it was a no-brainer. Yeah, Gunther was great, but man, he was good on a mid-card level, Gunther. It's sad he never was able this year to rise to that top heavyweight title level, but I think that's what next year is going to be for. I don't think he'll be Intercontinental Champion long next year. I think you need to have Gunther rise to the world title picture very, very. But I think that Cody Rhodes had a fantastic year.
My male superstar of the year is Seth Rollins.
God damn, we all wow. This is an award that I did not expect us all to have different answers.
Well, if it would have been NXT, easily Carmelo Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what y'all would have thought for NXT. But now AEW, ooh, okay, that would be tough. I would, for male superstar of the year in AEW, I would either have to go with either MJF or Jon Moxley.
AEW, I'd probably go with Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
And
now this last one is this one was the one of, if not the hardest. Cody, he's talking about you. I didn't pick Cody. I picked Seth Rollins.
Oh, trust me, I know he's talking about me.
All right, let's save the best for last. I can't wait to hear this one.
The final award, and probably one of the most interesting ones that I always seem to get wrong, because I always go back and look at our episodes and I see who I picked for this one, and it turns out they had such a dog shit year. But I think this is going to be the year that I finally get it right. So we're going with our final award, and that is the superstar that is most likely to break out in 2024. Jordan, who are you going with?
I'm going with Swerve Strickland.
I was so hoping you would have had a different answer than me, but I think this is the year that Swerve Strickland becomes a AEW World Champion. This man has proven this year he deserves a World Champion. I think that Swerve Strickland is the guy that can turn AEW in the right direction in 2024, because all year long they had my attention, but now they're losing it. And I'm hoping you're doing this dance, Marcus, because you're agreeing with us. And don't do this dance and say, oh, my breakout is this person. No, you got to go Swerve if you're doing this.
Whose house?
Swerve's house.
Of course I'm picking Swerve. He was my pick for AEW anyway, but I had to give him the award. I can't wait to hear your answers when I tell you these other ones. For NXT, I got Trick Williams.
That's probably the only logical answer. I'll go with Trick.
For WWE, I'm stuck on two guys. That's, thank God, so I can't give it to a WWE guy. But for WWE, I would either go with LA Knight or Jey Uso.
WWE, don't end this live stream when I say this, Marcus.
What
don't got? Do it. Do not hover do not hover it over live stream. Don't do it.
I got Dominic Mysterio. I'm just kidding.
Oh man, dude, Dominic had a great year. Even people are calling him the MVP of this year. He's going to have a fantastic 2024.
You saw that his rivalry with Dragon Lee, they're comparing it to Rey Mysterio versus Eddie from like 97 or Halloween Havoc or from 2005. Because he basically looks like Eddie, and Dragon Lee basically looks like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, whatever.
I mean, he don't really look like Rey. He's got more weight on his body than Rey ever had. Yeah. He's got cool mask on. He's got weight like him because that's his fucking brother. You know, Roosh is Dragon Lee's older brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. They kind of look like, you could see it in his eyes. Like he looks like his brother Roosh.
Yeah.
What the fuck did he say? I should do best. Yeah, if we did best heel, I would have said I'd have been stuck with Dominic or Roman Reigns for biggest heel, best heel in WWE. Probably would have gone to Dominic because every time he tries to open his mouth, they boo him. But when you hear Roman's theme and he comes out, they just boo the shit out of him, but people still acknowledge him.
Honestly, I think the only person that had any sort of, running for that is, well, Ryan mentioned Christian Cage, but even during the year, the same person that had just about the amount of heat that Dominic had was Don Callis. But Don Callis has kind of faded out a little bit. Dominic's still there. Christian is a fantastic heel. But yeah, Dom or Christian, I think for the entire year, but you got to throw Don Callis in there as well because he had like same level of like heat. But AEW didn't have the same crowd as like a Monday Night Raw because half of the arena was always empty.
If MJF didn't go all babyface, he probably would have got biggest heel in AEW. But I'm gonna have to say Christian Cage for AEW. NXT, I guess I don't know. You know what? Give me Roman Reigns for WWE and give me Dominic for NXT. Because I really can't think of really another most hated bad guy in NXT right now, besides like Dominic when he shows up. Unless you want to throw, I mean, I don't know if people really hate Baron Corbin. They kind of just feel bad for him because of how much of a downfall he had. I mean, I can't really think of a very most hated guy in NXT right now besides Dominic. But I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if he's still gonna compete there anymore. He don't have the North American title. I think he's gonna stay on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, other than Dominic, I mean, I didn't watch enough NXT to even keep up if someone was a bigger heel because I didn't watch it enough.
I watched a bit of it this year. I actually watched more of it this year than I did last year. Like, I watched like every Fallout after a Premiere Live event. Like, I watched every USA special, which I don't even know if I want to give an award for Best USA special. Probably Halloween Havoc would get Best USA special for NXT. The worst, I would either give it to Spring Breakin' or Heat Wave. But I think, well, that'll do it for the awards. Now let's go to one of my favorites. We could go back, take a trip down memory lane of this year. We're going to look at every single, well, not every single championship. We're going to start with WWE first. Then we'll do NXT and we'll close out with AEW. So AEW, for WWE, we're doing every championship except 3 titles. First off, we're going on a 3rd year where the Universal Championship never changed hands. So Roman has held the title all across 2023. No one took it from him. So that one's off the list. Since they revived the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins was the only guy to have it. So that's taken off the list. And last but not least, the Intercontinental Championship will not be on the list because Gunther has held it all throughout 2023. But we're going to do the rest of the titles. And so let's start with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I think this one had a lot of title changes. So I'm going to name you every set of women that have held it, and you tell me in your opinion who was the best tag team to hold these titles. The year started with Damage Control. It started with Dakota Kai and Io Sky holding those titles. And then we had Becky Lynch and Lee. Then Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Then Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And then Chelsea Green and Piper Niven or Sonya Deville. And the last team to hold it was Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Now, Raquel and Liv held it twice, but they were one of the teams. So out of all the teams I named, who do you thought was the greatest women's tag team champions of 2023?
I'm going to go Damage Control.
Yeah, I'll go Damage Control as well.
Yeah, they held it a combined 114 days because they won it back at Crown Jewel in 2022. They're actually the longest reigning champions was Chelsea Green and Sonya and Piper. By the way, fuck WWE not let Smith Urban do special introductions to superstars anymore.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh fuck. Somebody's got to win this. I'm gonna go with Raquel and Liv Morgan as the best women's tag team champions for 2020. So I'm gonna I can't even fucking spell. All right, let's do next the United States Championship. Only 3 men have held this title in 2023. It started with Austin Theory, then Rey Mysterio, and Logan Paul. So, who was the greatest United States champion in 2023?
Going with Marcus's favorite. I'm going Logan Paul.
I'm gonna go Austin Theory.
I'm also going with Austin Theory as well. I'm trying to type a fucking championship in for a different brand, but it's not fucking coming up, so I'm gonna skip that one when we get to it. All right. So as of right now, it is known as the WWE Women's Championship, but it turned in before that, it was called the Raw Women's. No, what's the Raw Women's Championship? What's the SmackDown Women's Championship?
Who's holding it?
Io Sky. So
Oh boy.
I think it was the Raw Women's Championship because Becky had it. Bianca had it. Bianca kicked off the year with it, so it was the Raw Women's Championship.
It was.
Okay. It's just part of SmackDown now because they swapped the titles during the fucking draft. So it started off as the Raw Women's Championship, and then it revived into the WWE Women's Championship. So Bianca Belair was the first to hold it, then Asuka until it revived to that championship. Bianca once had another reign, and then you had Io Sky. So basically only 3 women have held this championship in 2023. Who was the WWE Women's Champion of the Year in 2023?
Asuka.
Io Sky.
I'm also going Asuka as well. That one was kind of a that was kind of a hard one. They all 3 had good reigns. I'm not even including Bianca's second reign because it only lasted like 5 minutes before Io cashed in at SummerSlam. Then we have. Now we go to the other championship. It started off as the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then it revived into the Women's World Championship. And only 2 women have held it. And they battled each other for it at WrestleMania, Charlotte Flair or Rhea Ripley. Who is the greatest Women's World Champion of 2023?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Mommy. I'm also going with Rhea Ripley also. Okay, and this will be the last one for WWE, but we're going to do the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. It started with the Usos. Then we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The Judgment Day. On 2 different occasions, they're the current champions now, and the final other team that also won the titles, the unlikely team of Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. So, who were the greatest undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions of 2023?
I'm gonna go to Usos.
Judgment Day.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Sorry. So that does it with the WWE titles of best champions for that year. Let's do NXT next.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, we're just gonna do this one because it was a championship at one point, and then they closed on it. What's going on, Freddie? We got a hell of a show tomorrow night. A lot of pictures I'm gonna share tomorrow, by the way. Be sure to tune in for SAT Sports tomorrow night on Floor Slapper Sports. So at one point, I don't even know why they even had these belts. They didn't even last long. Let's do the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships before they passed away, like Dylan's laptop. So it started off with Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. They kicked off the year with those titles. Then they had Fallon Henley and Kiana James. Then Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And the final team to win it were the ones that unified it with the women's tag team titles in our hometown on an episode of SmackDown of all fucking places. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler were the very last ones to hold it. So who were the greatest NXT women's tag team champions of 2023 in its final year?
I'm gonna go with the second one you said.
Oh, Fallon Henley and Kiana James.
Yes.
Christ.
Do you even remember who they are and what they look like?
I mean, he has zero idea who they are, probably.
Well,
No, I think I know who they are.
Well, they actually had a decent run. They held them for 56 days. They lost them at Stand and Deliver. They won them at Vengeance Day, and they lost them at Stand and Deliver. So they had a 56-day reign.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. They are not getting the respect they deserve on the main roster. Send them back to NXT if you're gonna do this.
They shouldn't have
I
left
think they're
NXT to begin with.
Well,
They were doing
yeah.
so good in NXT, and then they got rid of them and put them on the main roster. Like, they're not really using them well. Put them back on there.
Yeah.
I also got Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And so did Freddie.
Yeah.
Brother, too many Bud Lights deep. All right, this should be a fun one here. The NXT North American Championship started off with Wesley, then Dominic Mysterio, Trick Williams, and Dragon Lee.
Wesley.
Oh, I gotta go with Dirty Dom. He did so well with the title, so I gotta go Dominic.
Unfortunately, I'm going with Dominic also. Freddie says Wesley. I hope Wesley gets better, though, man. That fucking sucks what happened with him.
Oh, it does. It's horrible.
All right. Now we're going to do the NXT Tag Team Championships. It started off with the New Day. Remember, New Day kicked off the year with the titles. Then Gallus, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. Then Tony D and Channing Stacks of the Family. Then Chase University. And once again, it's Tony D and Channing Stacks again. But who was the greatest NXT Tag Team Champions of 2023?
Tony D and them.
The Family, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going with Gallus.
I am too. Like, that was tough between the Family and Gallus, but Gallus is my boys. I like Gallus. All right. And then last two more to go for NXT. So now we got the NXT Women's Championship. It started off with Roxanne Perez, then Indy Hartwell before she vacated it when she got drafted. Then Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch, and Lyra Valkyrie.
Tiffany Stratton.
Of course, Jordan would say Tiffany Stratton. Jordan loves Tiffany Stratton.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, I'll go Tiffany Stratton also.
I also picked Tiffany Stratton too. Don't worry. Don't worry, Jordan.
We're on the same page.
And then finally, the NXT Championship. It started, only 3 guys have held this championship this year. It started off with Braun Breaker, then Carmelo Hayes, and the current champion, Ilya Dragunov, who is the greatest NXT champion of 2023.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes.
Him. Carmelo Hayes. All right, let's save the worst for last. Let's do AEW. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how many fucking titles AEW got currently.
Too fucking many.
So you might have to help me on this. So I got first on the list. I got the AEW International Championship. Basically, only 3 guys have held it in 2023. Orange Cassidy, John Moxley, or Ray Phoenix? Who's the greatest international champion of 2023?
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy by a mile.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy. Remember, he held it for 326 days. He won it back in October of 2022. Then he lost it to Mox at All Out. Then Mox lost it 17 days later to Phoenix after the injury issue. And then 20 days later, Phoenix lost it to Orange Cassidy yet again. Almost on the 1-year date he won his first reign. He won his first reign on October 12th, 2022. He won his second reign October 10th, 2023, almost a year prior.
Yeah,
So
I know.
crazy. All right. Now we have the AEW Trios Championships. Only 4 tag teams have won these 4 teams of 3 have won these titles. Started with Death Triangle. They kicked off the year with them. Then you had the Elite, then the House of Black, and then Billy Gunn and the Acclaim. Who are the greatest Trios champions of 2023?
House of Black.
The House of Black, they shouldn't have never lost them because the Acclaim are making them irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm going also with the House of Black. Like I'm looking at another screen. I popped y'all off while I was reading those. I'm just seeing Freddie's making picks. Nick just said hello. What's going on, Nick? All right. The TNT Championship. This one had quite a bit of champions. Whew. It started off with Samoa Joe, then Darby Allin. Joe eventually had it back. Then we had Wardlow a couple occasions, Powerhouse Hobbs, Luchasaurus, Kill Switch, and Christian Cage, the Father of the Year. So who was the TNT champion of 2023?
Christian Cage.
The biggest hot potato championship of AEW. I'm gonna go with the current champion, Father of the Year, Christian Cage.
Yeah, I'm also going with Christian Cage. And how fucking stupid. You bring the Von Erichs to Dynamite in Dallas and you don't have a segment with Christian Cage.
Like what's the purpose? I mean, it's so stupid.
The purpose was to promote the Iron Claw. That's about them. Plus, they were in Dallas. That's where they're from.
I need to see. I heard Iron Claw is really good.
I know. I want to watch it too. I think.
But the fucking theaters around here are not even showing it. That's bullshit.
Because they don't like wrestling. I bet you I could find it on Prime Video or something.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. The AEW World Tag Team Championships. So it started off with the Acclaim. Then we had the Guns, then FTR, and the current champions, Ricky Starks and Big Bill.
FTR.
FTR
as well. All right. Now, the AEW TBS Championships, there's only been a total of 3 women total that held this title, and they managed to make it all the way through 2023. So it started off with Jade Cargill, then Chris Statlander, and now the current champion, Julia Hart. Who was the TBS champion of 2023?
Julia Hart.
I'm going to go Chris Statlander.
I'm going with Chris Statlander just so Kayla don't talk shit about me for not picking her.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, because all 3 could have been perfect for it, but I'm gonna give it to Chris Statlander because she was the only woman to beat Jade Cargill in AEW, and she beat her twice.
Yeah,
so that's the reason I'd give it to her. I guess we have 2 fucking titles left. Actually, you know what? We have 1 left because we're not doing the AEW World Championship because MJF has held it all the way. Well, and maybe until Saturday. I don't know, but I think we'll just give that one to MJF.
Yeah.
So I guess we have 1 more title left, if I can remember. I think all we got left is the AEW Women's World Championship.
Also, we're not doing the FTW Championship, Marcus.
Yeah, we're not. That's not a real championship.
Horse shit.
Yeah, shit. Come on, Marcus, get it together.
Y'all don't fuck with me. They actually currently have it as a current championship.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, you guys are really gonna make me fucking do this.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, only you 2 people want. There's only 2 guys that held it in 2023, Hook or Jack Perry.
Hook.
Hook.
I'm hoping you pick Hook. Jack Perry only held it for like 37 days.
Yeah.
So
Well.
I'm going with Hook. Yeah. All right. So there is one more title left to cover. The AEW Women's World Championship. That's the last one. So it started off with Jamie Hayter. Then we had Toni Storm, Hikaru Shida, and Saraya have all held this title. Shida held another reign. She's the only woman to have it 3 times, and Toni Storm is the current champion again. So out of these 4 women, who was the women's world champion of 2023 in AEW?
Toni Storm.
Yeah, I'm also going Toni Storm.
Yeah, okay, I'll go Toni Storm off. She's the second woman to win it 3 times behind Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
But Shida's third reign only lasted 39 days. Second reign only lasted 25 days.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had to give it to fucking Saraya at All In.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was obvious they were giving it to her.
Yeah. Well, that will wrap up our final live stream of the year. But stay tuned in a couple of days because we will do our final audio of the year. I think we're recording Thursday, and then we're going to drop it on Dylan's birthday on New Year's Eve. Our final audio topic of 2023, one we actually did in June. We got a funny story why we never uploaded it, but it's going to come out at the end of the year. It's a topic Jordan picked 6 months ago, greatest wrestling rivalries. Now, a reminder how this will go when we do our top 10. You tell me the 2 guys from which promotion and tell me your favorite match of all time with the rivalry. Remember that's how we were supposed to do it. That's how we did it the first time, and Mother Nature pissed us off or pissed you off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan will be glad to share that story when we do the live stream, and it's going to be funny as hell because I laugh every time we bring it up. So, well, that will wrap up 2023 for us. So I gotta say, on a personal level, was 2023 good for you or shit?
I mean, on a personal level, I had some events that occurred towards third month of this year that weren't so well. I won't go into it, but aside from that, yeah, everything went well. I mean, compared to last year, a lot of personal stuff happened last year. Wasn't good, but this year was better. You know, I got to say this year was a lot better for the show, for personal life. Everything went well. You know, I know there was times where I had to miss a show. Jordan was out for quite some time with his gallbladder surgery and then other health issues. You know, he had. I know there's episodes that you had to miss, Marcus. It was, and there was times where we all had to miss something, which sucked. But I mean, we can't control how life goes. Life happens, and you know, we can't control that. But I told y'all before the show started that 2024 is going to be a great year for us, and looking forward to seeing what the year has to offer us. You know, we say every year going into another year that it's going to be bigger and better. And I know we have stuff planned for 2024. So can't wait to see what more stuff it has to offer us. I'm hoping to do more interviews, hoping to interview more, hopefully bring back like the interviewing like the indie talent, hopefully contact some former WWE superstars to come on, how we had some come on this past year and whatnot. So yeah, I think it's going to be a fun year for us coming up. But yeah, this year as a whole was good compared to recent years.
What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, with my, like Dylan said, my gallbladder, and then I got a tooth pulled, and
yeah.
Well, on a personal note, you knew I had a fucking great year.
Yeah.
I found love.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, whenever you told me that, I was happy for you. You know, You're a very good friend of mine. So whenever you told me that, of course, I was very happy for you.
Hey, and I warned everybody. Okay, we make a year January 13th. I warned everyone hell was gonna freeze over if I fell in love again. And you remember how cold it got like the first 6 or 7 fucking weeks of the year?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So so it lived up to whatever you told us.
Oh yeah, it's great. 2023 was great for her and I can't wait to ring in 2024 with her. Show wise, yeah, I mean, yeah, we didn't do a lot of shows together as a trio. There was a lot of times it was just me and Dylan, or y'all both wasn't there, and I've brought Freddie on, and then that's how I found my co-host for my new show, SAT Sports, and everything. And I met a lot of new faces. I've came up with new ideas. I started doing nostalgia episodes, and those are going so well. I mean, we got season 4 of Ready to Rumble that's fixing to start. I got 4 episodes coming out. I can't wait. I'm just waiting to hear. Oh, I actually got him, by the way. So I got the one and only 6'9" JT. He's coming back on World Elite to do Rumble 94 with me. I got the Will Gray from Botch Spots and Chair Shots coming on to do Royal Rumble 2001. I got Freddie. I think he said he was coming on. I gave him an invite to come do Royal Rumble 2002. I think he said he was coming on. And then finally, Kyle from the Apron Bump is doing Royal Rumble 2014 with me.
Nice.
So 4 Rumble episodes for this season. I haven't made a decision yet. I might do a bonus episode. I wanted to do a season where I was going to go back and redo some of the Rumbles I covered in the very first season before we learned how to use StreamYard and learn how to use Mixcraft 9 to add sound effects and music and clips from matches. So I might pick one Rumble I did from the very first season and redo it all over again. If I know you didn't get to choose a Rumble. If you want to come do a redo with me, I'll put you on the bonus episode and we'll make it happen. So I think you said you wanted to be on it, but you didn't pick a Rumble.
Right.
So yeah, that's coming in 2024. We're gonna have another season of Back to the. Or actually, we're gonna relaunch season 3 of Back to the Mania that I didn't get to finish this year. I only did 1 episode with Will Gray. I did WrestleMania 3. We're gonna relaunch season 3 next year. Whatever I had on the list, I had WrestleMania 8, 10, 15, 26, and 31 for season 3. I haven't decided yet if 31 or 15 is going to be the season finale, but I'm going to have you and Kyle on from Apron Bump for 31. Kyle wants to do 31, so I got both y'all for that one. I want somebody from either Philadelphia or someone that attended WrestleMania 15 to do WrestleMania 15 with me. So I'm calling out all our Philly friends who wants WrestleMania 15 with me. And I'm still looking for others for those other episodes. I'm going to do another Boys of SummerSlam. I'm going to do another Series Survivors. Like Dylan mentioned, we're going to try and do more interviews. We'll try and get a hold of any more former referees or former talent in WWE, or look for more indie guys. Do some more nostalgia episodes. I know Dylan said he wanted to cover Over the Edge 99. We still never did that one. I watched it and I got it ready whenever we record it. I'm gonna try and do a couple more WCW nostalgias if I can get a hold of those guys again. And continue, with the live streams, continue to do more like topics. We'll each picking 3 topics, and then we'll do more countdown episodes for 2024. Anything new we're going to try? Dylan gave this idea, like those short clips I've been doing for SAT Sports. He wants me to start doing them for World Elite, and he's going to do a couple as well, especially if there's a topic we won't do on the live stream, weekly live stream. We'll just make like a little short clip and like something like that. I don't know. Like that's something new Dylan brought up that we can do for 2024. You could say like a New Year's resolution for the podcast. But speaking of New Year resolutions, don't tell me y'all one of those New Year, new me motherfuckers.
No, for the longest time, it's New Year, same me. I'm the same person. I'm not changing who I am. Until I notice there's something wrong with me, which I haven't noticed it yet. So I will be going into 2024 the same person you're seeing right now.
I am never going to change. I will never go back to the gym. I don't need to go to the gym. I'm going to continue. If I got a woman because of who I am now, I'm fucking staying that way.
Yeah, you don't change your Marcus.
I'm
please
her
don't.
nerd. I'm her fucking nerd.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, don't
mine
change.
too.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that we're going to be changing is something to do in a few minutes because we got to wrap this up. We were going to end this with a bang, and we sure did. So, last call for 2023 before we bring this into the new year next week.
Nothing aside from, this was a fun year for the show. I know there's a lot of things we accomplished. Every year I want to accomplish more, and I know we're certainly going to do so. But yeah, this is my last live stream in my 20s. When you see me next Thursday, I'll be in my 30s and somehow get more back pain than normal. So,
It's
not
not
looking
bad.
forward to that. Well, I hear stories. So we will see how that goes. Looking forward to it. Of course, I'll be ringing in the new year with family, with my wife and whatnot. We're going to be doing it with some friends at their house like we do every year. So sure to be a fun one. But of course, looking forward to the brand new year of the World Elite podcast with the both of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking for. Okay, I was gonna ask, any new? I know you got a birthday. I figured every New Year's Eve you celebrate your birthday, and I thought maybe y'all pop fireworks in y'all's yard because y'all live out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, we don't live like in the desert or nothing. We have houses around us.
Yeah, but y'all live out in the middle, and y'all ain't got to worry about shit happening at night. I ain't got to worry about people roaming the streets or stealing from y'all. Y'all live out in the country.
Yeah, but we pop fireworks at a friend's house. My dog can't handle fireworks. She gets very scared. So yeah, we do it at a friend's house that's not far from us. The guy that commented on it, Derek, him and his wife Tiffany, we go to their house and do fireworks and ring in a new year over there.
Jordan's usually with y'all, or he kind of does his own thing.
If it's a weekend and I'm somewhere, Jordan is right there as well. To sum it up.
Yeah.
Well, since I found love, I don't usually do what I do anymore. I used to just go to the bars in town and just get shit-faced drunk and just ring in the new year with different stranger women I meet in the bar. But I don't do that anymore. This is my second year. Since there's no college football this New Year's Eve because it falls on a Sunday, probably the only NFL game I'm gonna watch that day is the Saints. If they lose, that's definitely the only game I'm watching. I know when she comes in, when my old lady gets home from work, she wants to drink and continue to watch more. We've been on we're catching up with Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
We still got 2 more seasons left to watch on Peacock. Now that they added season 5, so we got season 4 and 5 left now. We're gonna try and watch. It took us a year to watch 3 seasons, so that's her plan. She wants to get drunk, cook at the house. We're gonna watch hours and countless hours of Yellowstone till the countdown comes on, and then we'll ring in the new year together.
And yeah, certain things you can't mention on this live stream. That's too little rated R for here.
Yeet.
There we go. That's a way to end it.
Yeah. Well, same handles to find us like every year. You see our Twitter handles on the left. You see our World Elite handles on the right on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You know where to find us. Hopefully, we get some new sponsors in 2024. We always love our big sponsor, 80s Tees. Go to 80stees.com. Give us some love. We'll save you money. Use our promo code World Elite to get 30% off. That's another thing I'm looking forward to in 2024 is maybe get some more sponsorships. Maybe Manscaped will call us back. They haven't called us back since they laid us off. Hopefully We still got our promo code with them, shockingly, but I never used it. I don't have to buy shit anymore. They send me. I'm like a club member. They send me a bottle of body wash and shampoo conditioner once a month with the mats or the newspaper deals. That it's like games and puzzles and fucking jokes you can read on there. But and then we're free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to us on any audio platform. Spotify, Google Pod, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Apple Pod. Give us a 5-star rating and review. We are everywhere, all 200 plus audio episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And for everyone, we all hope you'll have a wonderful and safe, happy new year. Don't drink and drive. Get a designated driver. Get an Uber. Stay at somebody's house. Cops are always bad on New Year's Eve. It's the second worst holiday to be around the road when you're drunk. I thought it was number one. That's 4th of July. But be smart. Just like them TV commercials and the radio says. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope everyone has a happy new year. And we will see you guys next year right here in 2024. We're coming. We're coming for you, baby. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good night and the rest of this year.